Y'all ever feel lonely and need somebody to talk to? Because that's how I feel. And I need all my supporters because I have been crying a little bit. I need all my supporters to hit me up because I need somebody to talk to. And I really don't got nobody but my supporters for real.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Women these days think they don't need a man because they are strong and independent. However, they couldn't have been more wrong. Men are realizing their worth and they are choosing to go their own way instead. Because of this, women are hitting the wall hard as no man wants to put up with them.
Whenever you're going through a divorce, losing your husband or wife, you go through a grieving process, grieving for the loss of your marriage, the loss of your hopes and dreams together.
Welcome to the I didn't know what I had until it was gone club. This woman's sudden realization that she's lost not just a husband, but a best friend is classic post-divorce regret. It's almost comical how they never see it coming until it's too late. Let's be real here. She probably spent years taking that friendship for granted, nitpicking every little thing her ex did wrong, dreaming of freedom. Now, she's got all the freedom she can handle, and surprise, surprise, it's not all it's cracked up to be. No more built-in support system, no more automatic +1 for events, no more inside jokes that only the two of them get.
But one thing that they really don't prepare you for is the loss of a friend, the loss of your best friend, the person that you always wanted to tell your day and to tell, your small wins and your small victories.
This is why so many guys are hesitant to commit these days. They see women like this who had it all and threw it away, only to come crying about how much they miss their best friend. It's like watching someone set their house on fire and then complain about being homeless. The dating market is flooded with these types now. Divorced women who suddenly realize that finding someone to share your day with isn't as easy as they thought. They're out there trying to recreate that comfortable companionship they had, not realizing that it took years to build.
Is there anyone out there in TikTok land that can tell me what you're supposed to do with your life when you've been in a relationship for 20 plus years with the same person? You have children, you have, built a life together, and then all of a sudden that life is no longer. What are you supposed to do with your life?
Well. If it isn't the consequences of her own actions coming home to roost. This woman's midlife meltdown after torpedoing a 20-plus year relationship is a cautionary tale for all the grass is greener dreamers out there. She's got the career, the house, the hobbies, all the things she probably thought would make her happy without her husband. Surprise! Turns out having a job and some knickknacks doesn't automatically fill the void of a 2-decade partnership. Who could have possibly seen that coming? The way she's acting confused, trying to figure out how to live life and have fun, is almost pitiful. It's like watching a teenager try to adult for the first time. Except this woman should know better.
I work, I'm a registered nurse, I have a career, I guess. I have hobbies, I have a house. I have all the things that I guess you need.
She had a partner to share life with, someone to build memories and inside jokes with, and she tossed it aside. For what? The exciting opportunity to eat dinner alone and wonder if she remembers how to flirt. This right here is why the dating pool is such a mess. You've got women like her who've spent the last 20 years letting their relationship skills atrophy, suddenly thrust back into the dating world. They're competing with younger women who haven't accumulated 2 decades of relationship baggage, and they wonder why they're struggling. Her desire to be happy and move on is all well and good, but maybe she should have thought about that before blowing up her marriage. It's a little late to realize that having a partner to share your life with actually contributed to your happiness, isn't it? Let this be a lesson to all the ladies out there thinking the single life looks so glamorous. This is the reality: confusion, loneliness, and the dawning realization that you had something pretty good and didn't appreciate it. To join our community and stay updated whenever we release new videos about men going their own way, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
So there are some crucial things that people don't talk about after you go through a divorce. The fact that the quietness and the emptiness in your home when you don't have your spouse or your children is deafening. You have to really get comfortable with being alone, and it's very uncomfortable.
Her breakdown of the crucial things nobody talks about after divorce is like watching someone discover fire for the first time. You see, life's different when you kick your partner to the curb. The deafening silence of an empty home, Yeah, that's what happens when you trade your family for freedom. Congratulations, you've unlocked the Lonely Nights achievement. But hey, at least you're the star of your friend group now, right? Nothing says living the wild life quite like crying into your wine while sitting in a bathtub full of your own regrets.
You quickly realize that you are now the center stage of all conversation in your friend group because you're now living this wild and fun life because you're no longer attached to anybody. And I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of my time crying and eating pizza and drinking wine in the bathtub. Being single is glamorized in today's society, and people are saying, yes.
And let's talk about that loss of purpose. Spent years supporting your ex's dreams and aspirations, did you? Funny how that works. Turns out, being part of a team actually gave your life meaning. Who would have thought? But don't worry. Now you get to embark on the exciting journey of finding yourself, because nothing says glamorous single life like a middle-aged identity crisis. This is why so many guys are gun-shy about marriage these days. They see women like this, who had it all and threw it away, only to realize that being single isn't all it's cracked up to be. It's like watching someone set fire to their own house and then complain about being homeless. So yeah, maybe we should be more gentle on the single people in our lives. Or maybe, just maybe, people should think twice before blowing up their marriages in pursuit of some mythical, better life. But hey, at least she's got her freedom now, right? Freedom to wonder who the fightsy she even is. Congrats on the upgrade, honey.
I've reached this point in my life where the strong, independent woman phase is dying down, like slowly dying down. Like I'm tired. Okay?
Oh, look at little Miss Strong Independent Woman, finally admitting she can't do it all. Isn't it just precious? After years of probably preaching about how she doesn't need a man, she's finally hit the wall of reality. Welcome to the real world, where being a damsel in distress isn't as cute as you think it is. Let's break this down, shall we? She needs someone to clean her house, do her yard work, and even grocery shop for her. Basically, she's looking for a mom, a maid, and a personal assistant all rolled into one. Gee, if only there was some kind of partnership where two people could share these responsibilities and support each other. Oh, wait, there is. It's called marriage.
And I've reached this point in my life where I have to really listen to myself. I have to listen to my body, and my mental health is more important than trying to do it all on my own. And it's a lot, y'all. Like, trying to do this on your own is a lot, especially after going through a divorce and literally transitioning my life to being...
This is what happens when you buy into the whole I can do it all feminist BS. You end up overwhelmed, burnt out, and begging for someone to save you. Newsflash, honey. Men have been saying this for years. We're not mind readers. If you need help, ask for it before you have a meltdown. The irony here is delicious. After years of women insisting they don't need men, now they're realizing that maybe, just maybe, there was some value in traditional partnership. But good luck finding a guy willing to step into that role now. Most men have learned their lesson. Why sign up to be someone's personal assistant when she'll probably just decide she's too independent for you in a few years?
When y'all said y'all wanted to be independent, y'all lied. Y'all gave me some false-ass narrative like it was fun to be independent. I want a man. I don't want to do it by myself no more. When you say don't save her, she don't want to be saved. Yes, I do. I do. I don't want to be out here no more. I want to shut the up and listen to what you got to say.
Look at this woman finally admitting she's tired of the strong, independent woman act. It's almost hilarious watching her realize that maybe, just maybe, doing everything solo isn't all it's cracked up to be. Her whole rant is like a love letter to dependency. I don't want to do it by myself no more. Join the club, buddy. Turns out all that don't save her, she don't want to be saved. Bravado was just a front. Newsflash. Most people don't actually want to face life alone. Shocking, right? But here's the kicker. She's not just admitting he wants help, she's going full damsel in distress mode. I want to shut the fuck up and listen to what you got to say. Oh, honey, be careful what you wish for. You might think you want someone to take charge, but wait until you're actually living it. This right here is why the dating scene is such a mess. You've got women like this, who've spent years pretending they don't need anyone. suddenly realizing they're lonely as hell, and now they're out there, desperate for any kind of connection, probably latching onto the first person who shows them a bit of attention.
Y'all ever feel lonely and need somebody to talk to? Because that's how I feel, and I need all my supporters because I have been crying a little bit. I need all my supporters to hit me up because I need somebody to talk to, and I really don't got nobody but my supporters for real.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Oh, look who's having a pity party and inviting all of TikTok. This woman's desperate plea for attention is like watching a train wreck in slow motion. I need all my supporters to hit me up. Really? Your supporters? This is what happens when you build your entire self-worth on social media validation. You end up crying to strangers on the internet because you don't got nobody in real life. It's pathetic. But it's also a symptom of a bigger problem in our society. Let's be real here. If this woman had actual friends or family she could turn to, she wouldn't be begging for attention from her supporters. But nope, she's probably spent so much time cultivating her online persona that she's neglected all her real-world relationships. And now she's surprised she's lonely? Come on. This is why so many people are emotionally stunted these days. They think having followers is the same as having friends. They confuse likes and comments for genuine human connection. And then they end up like this woman, crying into their phone camera because they're finally realizing that virtual relationships don't fill the void. Here's some free advice. Maybe try building some real connections instead of chasing clout online. Because when shit hits the fan, your TikTok followers aren't going to be there to hold your hand. But hey, at least she's got those sweet, sweet views to comfort her, right? I'm sure that'll be real comforting when she's still alone in her room, waiting for strangers to care about her problems.
Single, one little girl, she found out that I'm not married and said, "Oh, I can introduce you to my bus driver." I mean, at first I was like, "No thanks," but then I thought about it and it's like, well, I mean, he has a job and a driver's license.
Oh my, is this what the dating pool has come to? A woman so desperate she's considering hooking up with a little girl's bus driver based on a kid's recommendation? Talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel. Let's break down this comedy of errors, shall we? First off, the fact she lets little kids around her know she's single is a red flag. What happened to boundaries? But I guess when you're this thirsty, even pre-teens become your wingmen. And let's not overlook her stellar criteria for a potential mate. Has a job and a driver's license. Wow, way to aim high, honey. Is this what women's standards have come to these days? No wonder men are checking out of the dating scene faster than you can say swipe left.
I mean, at first I was like, "No thanks," but then I thought about it and it's like, well, I mean, he has a job and a driver's license. Guess it wouldn't hurt for me to...
The audacity of these single mothers is out of this world.
The sad part is, she's probably not alone. This is what happens when you spend your prime years chasing a career or waiting for Mr. Perfect, only to wake up one day and realize the pickings are slim. Now she's out here seriously considering dating a guy just because he can legally operate a vehicle. Talk about a fall from grace. But hey, let's look on the bright side. At least the bus driver's got a steady gig, right? And think of all the money she'll save on transportation. Nothing says romance like getting dropped off at work in a big yellow bus full of screaming kids. This right here is why men are increasingly wary of dating women over a certain age. You never know if you're being considered as a genuine partner or just as the last lifeboat on the Titanic, but who knows? Maybe this will be a match made in heaven, or at least in the school parking lot. So ladies, take note. This is where holding out for perfection gets you. Seriously considering dating recommendations from kids who still believe in the tooth fairy. But hey, at least she's keeping an open mind, right? Want to see more entitled women realize that they've hit the wall? Then click on the video you are seeing on your screen now.